Hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry we're a little bit late. We've had a few gremlins in the system, but we seem to be working okay now. But lovely to see everybody back today. So we've got a really exciting show today with Totally Tiffany, who we're going to see in a little bit of a moment. You may actually see Lily popping up later. So Lily lives really close to the studio and we found her outside. Let me in, she said, because she's too excited about the launch that we've got tomorrow. And also we thought it'd be nice for Lily to give away the prize, the 3rd anniversary prize that we've got in the show today. So it's nice to see you, Lily. I wasn't expecting to see you today.
Well, quite frankly, I wasn't expecting to be here, but you guys at home know what I'm like. I love to be here in the studio. So I thought, do you know what, I'll sneak in on this Saturday evening. I'm so excited. Obviously, it's part of our CTV anniversary. Really excited about the Tiffany launch, and I'm so honoured to be able to give away another prize. So it's lovely to be here. Unexpectedly, but it's an unexpected pleasure.
It's always nice to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderfully, we've got Tiffany here today. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing? Hi, Tiffany. Hi. We're just sorting out a few little bit problems with the sound, but we have got people messaging in. Barbara says hello, everyone from Indiana. Fred says I'm back, everyone from California, and Mary Pat says hello again, everyone from sunny Montana. Now, do remember this is our 3rd anniversary extravaganza, just until tomorrow. So anyone that messages in today, you'll be put in as like a draw, and we will be giving out a prize that Lily's going to choose. So we've got a little bit of a prize wall over the other side of the studio, and when we're going to choose what prizes we will give you. Now, I also need to remind you that if you spend £10 until the end of tomorrow, you'll also get the Best Wishes die, which is a free gift from Sarah, and it's also double points. So if you are keen to purchase something today, definitely go ahead with that. And we've got plenty of things for you to choose from. Tiffany, I think you're back now. Hello, Tiffany. Hi, how are you doing? No, we'll come
hear anything, no.
We'll come back to you in a few moments, Tiffany. I hope we can get that all sorted out. I'll give you a little bit of a preview of the kind of things that Tiffany's going to be talking about today, because we've got some really great items. Now, the first one is our 12 by 12 these are our 12 by 12 storage and supply bags. Now these are brilliant because you're going to be able to fit your 12 by 12 paper pad in them, but of course you can fit all sorts of other bits and pieces in these. Now, as always with all of the Tiffany products, these are great. They are really, really sturdy. If you've ever bought this kind of sort of storage before from other places, you know, it might split. Perhaps these aren't strong enough to carry those heavy paper pads. Let's be honest, the paper pads are not light. You can certainly fit probably, I would have said 4, maybe 6 paper pads in here. These straps are going to be nice and strong and going to be able to support all that extra weight in there. But you also have these little storage boxes inside. So if you don't want to use this for holding your paper pad, you can absolutely organise all your other storage needs in here. So we've got a few sort of bits of glue, some tape pens in there. This one has got some rolls it's almost like a
red liner. Red liner.
Silicone, yeah.
Oh,
no,
the
tape.
non-stick. Which one? The red liner tape or the mats?
No, mats.
The mats. The craft mats.
Yeah. So I use these for baking cookies.
Do you?
I do.
Oh.
But I also use them if I'm going to be doing anything with glue.
Yes,
because they're quite good because they just wipe clean. And they're also quite good if you're going to be ironing, you're going to do some applique. So really, really useful. And then finally, you've got this one here, which has got some other bits and tools in here. So these are really, really great for organising. Now, one of the key things with Tiffany products is that they are clear, so you can see inside them, you can see what you've got, and it makes everything easily accessible, and it means that you're not sort of struggling around looking for the items that you've popped in a box that you're never going to find again. So the price today for this is £43.97 or $53.45. Your platinum price is £35.18 or $42.76. Unfortunately, it does look like we have lost Tiffany, I'm afraid. We might be able to get her back a bit later, but unfortunately we've lost her. But luckily, as Lily's here, Lily can help me, so it won't just be me on my own. Thank goodness you're here, Lily.
It's a good job, isn't it?
I think it's just going to be one of those days. Perhaps it's the rain that's got into the system with those gremlins. I don't know. You know, have you got some of these bags at home? Do you use them?
Absolutely, gosh, I absolutely love my Tiffany stuff, and it's always really exciting to get brand new Tiffany products. I always say it's one of those things, you're probably the same as me, the longer you've been crafting for, one of the main issues that we come up against as crafters is storage. We get a lot of craft stuff, as we know.
Yeah.
Probably more than we should, but the main issue becomes your storage. What are you actually going to do with all this crafty stuff? And I always say having good storage is so important. First of all, you know where absolutely everything is. So you're not scrabbling around looking for where's my paintbrush, where's this die set, where's that paper pad. So it's going to save you a lot of time. And I always say with crafting, we want to be creative. We don't want to be doing the boring stuff with crafting. We don't want to be looking for items that we know we've got, but
crafting admin. We don't want that, do we?
Yeah, absolutely not. So having correct storage is going to be absolutely perfect. It's going to save you time, so we can spend that time being creative. But also, doesn't it look nice when you've got that clear, those clear storage? You can see exactly what's inside. And I love the fact that you've got the different sorts of size compartments. So it doesn't matter what you're storing in these. I've actually these ones I filled up myself a little bit earlier, just before the show. I was having a look around, and you'll see that lots of different items will fit in those different compartments. So we've got like our flower shaping in there. I must admit, over the other side of the studio, I was just making a few flowers. So this, I'm sort of thinking, perfect for all your flower making. You could even be putting your ready-made flowers, once you've already made your flowers, to store them in here, so you've got them alongside your tools. Adding your scissors in there. But I just love the fact we've got our carry handles, so perhaps you are going to your classes, or maybe you're just going from room to room when you're crafting. I know sometimes I'll craft in my craft room, sometimes then I'll go into the living room and I'll craft in front of the telly. If you want to have your storage that's transportable, then that's going to be absolutely perfect. It's a brilliant collection. I love the fact that you're getting that full collection of this brand new launch.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've always got these little, they've got little tabs here, so you can label these as well, which makes it nice and easy. Because I think that is the thing. Lots of crafters will putting things in nice looking boxes, but then you're looking for something and you're scrabbling around and making even more of a mess. Being able to see exactly what you've got here is really good. They've all got the Velcro opening here, so if I open that up, and then you can see that you can actually pull these little sections out. So if you're going to be going to a craft a workshop or something like that, you can fill this all up with all of the bits and pieces that you're going to need, and then you can just pull out all these individual sections with your bits and pieces in, and being able to use these to work on your workstation. And because of the way that they're all made, they're just going to be flattened when you first buy them, so they're not going to be taking up too much storage in postage and that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So it's going to make a difference, isn't it?
And I have to say, they are actually really easy to build. Even men can do them.
Even men can do them.
Even Jamie, our producer, can build these.
I don't believe that.
Well,
I reckon Jamie made the one that just fell apart then.
Well, quite possibly. But they are actually super easy. We spent a bit of time yesterday afternoon actually building these, and they're really easy to put together. So if you are sort of thinking, I mean, I must say I'm not a fan of flat pack. Give me it already done, it's a lot easier, but these are seriously really easy.
I love a bit of flat pack furniture making.
I'd rather be crafting.
These are not going to take the time that flat packs are going to do. Definitely.
If you can make a box with your Ultimate Pro, you'll find that an absolute breeze. It's tons easier than that. So the fact that we can get them to your flat just means we're going to save on postage. It's going to be a lot easier to post out to you. It's going to be super simple even. I was mixing up simple and easy. Strange. I'm making my own words already, which we're only 18 minutes in. It's not a great start.
It's all right. We all know what you mean.
I'm about as slow as the internet today, I think.
So these are our 12 by 12 storage and supply case collection. So you're going to get 3 of these with all those little cases inside. £43.97, $53.45. Right, the next thing we're going to show you, pop those over this way.
You can get plenty in these. I'm looking at everything we're getting in there. I'm like, wow,
loads.
Brilliant. But of course, do think about multi-ordering. If you've got as much stuff as me and Becky probably might do, definitely get a few. I love the way I'm lumping you into this.
Yeah, I know, it's very true. So most of my, I have to be honest, most of the things that I store are fabric.
Yes.
But I say most. I'd say the other room is not my craft room, but it's actually the spare bedroom is filled with paper craft. So actually, I'm just as bad as everybody else, and we all have different things to store. Definitely. So this is your vinyl roll storage. So this works really well. So if you've got a Cricut or something similar, this would just hold all your bits of vinyl, and again, it's this kind of clear storage that you can see what you're going to be getting. You're going to get 3 in this pack, and you can see, I mean, we're saying it stores 8 rolls of vinyl. It stores rolls of vinyl very, very easily. And you could just put all sorts of other things that are tall. Perhaps you've got lots of paintbrushes and that kind of thing that are quite tall that could be stored in here. So the price of this is £19.98 or $29.98. So they've actually inside, let's have a look in here. You've got this little bit inside. Oh, this is so clever, isn't it? So it's almost like a little, it's like a little pouch here that you've got to keep everything all organised in here. But you're also going to be getting these sort of sleeves that go over the rolls of the vinyl to hold it all together.
Gosh, that's going to be so useful.
That is useful. But now that I've done, oh no, it doesn't fit perfectly in again. But you know, that is one of those things that actually with vinyl, you know, you end up losing bits and pieces because you can't roll it really tightly, or you put an elastic band around it and then it marks
can damage it.
So this is going to keep that looking really, really good. And actually, if you've got anything like some vellum that you want to keep looking nice, this would keep it looking good, because sometimes you end up sort of catching the corners, don't you, and all those sorts of things. So that's it. You know, get a 3-pack of these with all of these sort of vinyl kind of
sleeves,
coats,
if you like. Little coats for your vinyl.
A vinyl coat.
If they're going out in that weather, they'll need their coats on.
Like a raincoat for your vinyl. That's the kind of thing that we're going to be getting today. We've got lots of people messaging in. Loads of people. Crystal, hi from Texas. Creative Touches, hello from Georgia. Arkansas. Terry says hello from Ohio. Loads of people messaging in to say hello. Hello, everybody. And it appears to be very sunny everywhere else.
It's not
here.
It isn't
here.
Do you know what? No. It's quite cold.
It is quite chilly.
I'll confess, I've had the winter coat out
Have
today.
you really? Already?
This is bad, isn't it? what are we on, September? The winter coat's out. I left about 3:30 this afternoon. I was like, do you know what? The coat's going on.
Yeah.
It felt like November. It's drizzly, it's cold. It's crafting weather, let's be honest.
It is, and I think actually I looked at 106 days till Christmas. So perfect opportunity to start with your Christmas crafting, but getting organised at the same time is the good thing to do, isn't it?
The nice thing is to get all organised before you start a project. So how about organising all your stuff so you know where all your Christmas stash is. Once you're organised, then get started on your Christmas crafting. Yeah. That is probably what I should do. I should probably take my own advice. But I'm looking at some of these, I'm thinking, might be popping those in my basket, and I'm thinking double points. Definitely a good time to buy, isn't it, when you've got those double points? They do start to add up very quickly. But
I'm having a rummage around here because I'm looking for the next product. So give me 2 seconds, I'll just find it for you.
Yes, we will find that in a minute.
If you could see underneath, it's just full of different things down here. We've got loads and loads of bits and pieces. Let's have a look at the paper handler.
Oh, yes.
So we've got these.
One of my favourites.
These are brilliant, again, because you've got all of the... It's sturdy storage. This is, you know, whilst it's plastic, this is really strong. It's almost... It's much thicker than almost like a raincoat fabric, isn't it? Yeah. But you know it's going to keep everything stored really well. We should probably try and get a few more paper pads and see how many we can fit in each one. Because I think we've got, in each of these, so you've got 3 different sizes here.
What do you want, 8 by 8?
So you've got 3 different sizes. No, we're looking for a 12 by 12 paper handler, aren't we, on this one? Sorry, 2 seconds, that's down here. I'm getting ahead with myself. Let's move that to one side. This is the 12 by 12 paper handler. So this is the same size bag as the storage that you've got behind me that you just saw earlier on that we've got in as a new launch. But those have got those little individual sort of sections in there. So in this particular one, we have fitted in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paper pads. Now, there's still room in here. I probably could fit another 2.
Another 2 like
Let's have another go.
Oh, we have to say we've got some nice paper pads in there.
So, well, I'd say another one, actually. It might be a bit tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 paper pads in there. And you're going to be able to see what you've got. You're going to be able to keep everything so it doesn't get damaged in the corners, because these all have like a support at the bottom of the corners. So you're not going to get that little, you know, sort of tear or lifting up of the corners of your paper pad. You're going to be able to use every single part of that paper pad and not have to waste any of this. So this is your 12 by 12 paper handler here. So this, you're going to be getting all of those different, you know, sort of sizes in this 12 by 12. We've got these different sizes here, different sizes over here.
Do we know how many multiples of the?
I'm just going to have a look. So you're going to get one of these.
Yeah.
with storage cards. You're going to get 2 packs of storage cards, 2 packs of 4 storage cards in there.
Oh, brilliant. So great for labelling up all of your paper pads. So then you know exactly what you've got, you know exactly where it is. Just so much easier to find your paper pads, isn't
Absolutely.
it? And like Becky says, they're going to be protected. The worst thing ever, if you are a paper addict like I am, I confess, I buy multiples of every paper pad. I know a lot of you guys at home are exactly the same. The worst thing ever is having a paper pad that's damaged.
Yes, and then you know, even when we look at these ones, because these are obviously our...
That's one of my most favourite, most used paper pads.
But this is what, you know, like an example of something that we happen to have in the studio. So you can see then they haven't been, you know, we've just had them at the side of the studio when we're working with them, and you can see you end up having those little tears. And whilst, you know, in the scheme of things, it's not really massively important, but it does mean that you're going to be wasting some of that paper bags are really well worthwhile, aren't
Absolutely.
they? So we've got other sizes here. So
Yep.
we've got 8 by 8. So we're going to see how
That's
many
what
of
we've
the
got
8
here.
by 8s we can fit in there.
Yeah, they are a fabulous.
So this is the paper taper collection that we've got here. So we've got all of these different sizes in this collection here. So you've got 8 by 8, 6 by 6, and then 5 by 7.
I love the fact we've got the different sizes, because let's be honest, we don't just buy one size of paper pads, do we? We don't make paper pads in just the one size. So you need a storage that's going to be perfect for each different size of paper pad that you've got. If you've got like a 6 by 6 in there, it's going to be sort of like swimming about and it's not great. It could potentially still get damaged. So by having the correct size bag for all your different paper pads does make a massive difference. I'm not being funny, but it looks a lot better to have your bag matching the size of that paper pad or card pad that you've got inside. And again, the same sort of system, same sort of design as those bags we looked at the start of the show. You've got that lovely high quality Velcro on there, the same sort of style. You've got that lovely clear finish to them. I think these look so stylish and they are such good quality. Let's be honest, we're not always that careful with these.
No.
You know, we sort of rip them out and we throw them left, right and centre into our bag, out of the car, into the boot. But they are so hard wearing, so strong, and they are going to protect all your paper pads absolutely perfectly, which is what you want. This is what it's all about.
And we've got 6 paper pads in that one.
With these,
Yeah, and I think we can probably, you know, you could do the same amount. So you being able to store quite a lot in here. It's not like you're just going to need one of these to fit into a couple of paper pads. You're going to be able to fit your whole collection in. Well, it depends whether you are a paper junkie. You know, you've got quite a lot of paper pads, haven't you?
Just a few. I mean, before the show, we were talking about Sarah's Signature Frosty and Bright. 3,
yeah.
And I might need some more.
I think that's a difficult thing to organise. How many paper pads? But you're allowed to. I think.
Thank you.
I think everyone's allowed to have as many paper pads as they like. So we have this size here. We've then got the 6 by 6, and then we have 5 by 7
this
over
is
there.
Really useful for your card blanks as well. Think about putting your card blanks. I know a lot of us in the UK use 5 by 7 card bases. Perfect to put those in there in your envelopes as well. So don't just think paper. Anything that's 5 by 7 in size,